All right. When we come back, we'll be with Tetyana's husband, Kurt Conrad, who's the original editor of the book, Love and Mystery.
There's no change from a runaway love. Is it a dream? Is it a dream that I'm throwing in the wishing well? I'm losing control, body and soul, standing here waiting for a train that may never come. I saw the signs, I read the book, I should have had a second look. But boy, you caught me dreaming. And there were times you'd come around and we'd agree just to be friends. Tell me who was fooling. What do I say?
Welcome back. Welcome back to ASA Pub News Podcast. So Kurt, how do you feel about your wife's growing experience being an author in the publishing business? How proud of you to be able to see your wife, accomplish her dream like that?
Well, my wife began writing her book in July 2010. Come January, she had written a whole book which we published on Amazon Kindle. After that, we were lucky to find ASA Publishing Company. They bent over backwards to help us out. They did everything so fast. I really appreciate all their hard work and effort.
Right.
Since then, everything has been on fast forward. The experience has been quite exciting and exhilarating.
Yeah.
Now, I married Tetyana for her beauty and intelligence. But to know that I was marrying an author, well, who would have known I'd be marrying an author?
Right.
And for her to write a book in English when Russian is her native language, that's awesome.
It is. I have someone else speaking English.
And on June 11th, she had her first book event, and this is her second TV interview. The book signing took place at the Book Nook store in Monroe, Michigan. I was quite excited to see her name on the window of the bookstore. I was impressed to hear her answers. She answered all the customers' questions with ease and knowledge. And to see her books on the shelves by the register, that was quite impressive. It gave me a great sense of pride in my wife.
Right. Do you have it? I noticed that they said you had some opinions of some of the readers of your wife's book. Can you
Sure.
maybe share those with us if you're open to that?
I have one by a lady named Zelia Fawcett. And she wrote, Ms. Tetyana, Ms. Conrad, knowing and talking to you is a pleasure. I have learned so much just by talking and laughing with you. A good friend of mine named Nadya Ustenikov is of Russian descent, and our friendship has lasted long thanks to our cultural differences and how they came to tie all together well. Your presence, spirit, and philosophy of life has enriched my mind in a variety of ways. Your smile brought out the best in me even on some of my worst days. Know that you are special. You are purposed. Your encouragement has made a change in my life and my future outlook on life. Congratulations on your writing achievement. Although I am certain it is the first of many, you deserve all the success and blessings coming your way. One written by a lady named Tamara Gill. I believe this book reveals a realistic way of thinking about love. It captured the innocence of love and how it can happen without trying hard to obtain it. This book restored my belief in natural love being able to really happen. There's one by Mary Johnson. It's her sister-in-law. Tetyana, the sweetness of the story seeking love through a dream vision was enchanting, much like a fairy tale. You are a very creative person with much energy and drive. I wish only the best for you and your future. With much love, Mary.
I believe we wish you that
This is from a man named Jerry. Well, love is just a word until someone comes along and gives it meaning. This was a charming love story to be continued. This was from a friend named Irina. It says, I'm not a reader, I'm a dog trainer. I'm very busy, so I don't have time to read. I bought a copy of Love and Mystery just because Tetyana is my friend. However, once I began to read it, I had to read more. I read some every night with great pleasure. The tone and mysterious love of the central characters is what everybody dreams of. The philosophical conversations helped me see things more clearly and resolve some of my problems. All the characters in the book are now like my friends. Every night I met with them before I went to sleep. After I finished reading it, I missed them. When Tetyana told me that she was writing a sequel in which the characters are more defined, I told her that I can't wait for it to be published so I can read it. And from a neighbor named Bill Weiss. This book was very interesting. It kept you wondering when the main characters were going to get together. I'm not much into reading, but this book kept my interest throughout the whole story. It was an excellent job of writing by my neighbor Tetyana. I can't wait for the next book to come out. This is from a friend named Sarah. I really enjoyed this book. I like this love story and the central characters. My favorite character is Nicole because she is very talented and creative. I feel like I see these paintings that she painted. Compared to the other characters, she is like an angel. I enjoyed reading about the parties because they are so well described. I felt like I was there. I have a mother who is 94. She had a stroke and now she is bedridden and can only talk a bit. I told her about this book and began to read a chapter to her every night. She liked this book very much. And at the end of every chapter, she said, "Very good." I was very glad it gave my mother a little happiness during this time of trouble. I recommend this book to people of all ages. And the final opinion, I wrote. When I edited the book, it was like a job. I paid more attention to spelling and grammar. But after it was published, I began reading it. It captured my interest so much that I couldn't put it down. I liked reading about the visions because it made me think of the paranormal. The parties reminded me of my college years, and the philosophical conversations were like brain food.
Wow, that's just awesome. One of the things I noticed there with the comments in particular is how much it seemed that she really captured the people's attention. Like they said, each one of them, and even you yourself said there at the end, they was able to just, get in there and not just read a book and just going through it, but it really got a hold of their imagination. They're able to see these things, and I think it's one of the great things about reading a book is it seems like a different experience for every person. But this book, it seems like she's done a great job.
It is.
At just grabbing that. How you felt?
She did a great job.
Yeah. So I still just out of curiosity, a little bit of yourself. Do What was this like? I mean, like you said, that first time you went over, you said it was just a job, so it was a lot of just, you didn't really get to read it. Was it just, spelling and all that? And
Well, yeah, it was just basically focusing on spelling and grammar. When I went to school, I was really a good speller and I was really good in English. So I had really no trouble doing it. The words were a little mixed up here and there. That's understandable.
Right, yeah, I mean.
That was okay. I had no problem doing it. But it's just like I said before, because she wrote it in English, and when Russian is her native language,
Right.
that's awesome.
That is amazing. Once again, let's give her a hand for that. All right, looks like we'll be right back after these book trailers. We're here at the audience couch with Tetyana and Conrad, and we're going to go straight to the audience here with some questions. We'd like to start with you. Alyssa?
Yes, Tetyana, I had the opportunity to be at your book signing, and I had gotten one of your books. I've read half of it. My question to you is your book based on real life or based on the actual dreams and visions that you had?
My book, Love and Mystery, is a romance novel with element fantasy and mystery. I happened to be on a beach of lake in northern Michigan during July 2010. It was a wonderful sunny day. I was very relaxed and enjoyed weather. And I had a daydream about two artists who fell in love with each other. And I began to see paintings and heard beautiful music. The entire story ran in front of my eyes. And after that, I began writing my first book, Love and Mystery. And I put in this book a lot of my energy and feelings, thoughts, and emotions, because I wanted to share my knowledge and experience with the world. And I believe that people of all ages and different level of knowledge will enjoy reading it, because everybody can find something that they are able to identify with. And it could create new ideas, thoughts in their mind. I read many books in my life and always will enjoy art and music. And the idea, the painting that I saw in different museums touched me